Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. The Badgers will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Illinois' offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Working that left side now. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running.
Turning it on!
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Blasted as he lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Dixon. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Made a defender miss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch down the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. set.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Kinsey. That's reeled in, it's Richard. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Illinois picked up the first down, now here they come again. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. The give out of the gun. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a 1st down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Slips through the line, and the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man, it's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down, get it out of my hand, get the 1st down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down, and shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. This time they'll go to the running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's looking to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Badger. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to move them on the counter. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And Man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like the effort by the receiver. You can tell he's trying to get those toes in, trying to dance a little bit, but he couldn't get there. The ball was just a little bit too wide near the sideline.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Badgers are rolling down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown, Illini. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Kinsey. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Making side adjustments here. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Hampton. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Badgers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The lone back's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going with the counter play here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the biggies. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Fires to the right. It's complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline, so whether it's...
There he goes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the catch, it's Hampton. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Badgers can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Fires complete on the crosser. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive, and to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen,
touchdown, Illinois! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Gives it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Badgers in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fat.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Complete on 3rd down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.